Hi everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today I have kind of a different video for me. I am showing you guys how I curl my hair. I've had a few people ask if I could do a video showing how I get these really loose curls. This is kind of my, I guess this is kind of my signature look. I have had my hair straight in the last few videos. I've been doing that. I've just kind of been in the mood. But my favorite way to wear my hair is just like this, super loose, bouncy curls. So this is what I'm gonna show you how to create today. If you're interested in seeing how I get these really loose curls in my hair, please keep watching. Please subscribe if you haven't already and give the video a thumbs up if you enjoy it. Okay, let's go ahead and get started. Okay, so my hair is freshly washed. I washed it last night and I blew it dry with a round brush. So when I get out of the shower, I will put in one of these two products. I just kind of alternate them. One of them is this Redken all-in-one multi-benefit treatment. I really like this because it's really great for detangling your hair. If you sometimes get out of the shower and your hair is kind of in knots in certain places, this makes it really easy to detangle. And I like this because it's good for pretty much everything. It's good for nourishing your hair, it's good for heat treatment, it's good for dryness, it's good for if you have color treated hair, it detangles, it really does everything. So I just love this product. I use this all the time. I'm almost out of this actually, so I'll definitely be buying another one of these when I run out. Or I use this one from Living Proof. This is the Restore Perfecting Spray. So this one is more for if you have any damage to your hair. So if you color your hair a lot or you have really dry hair. During this time of the year when the air is a little bit drier, my hair tends to get pretty dry. I have dry hair anyway, but during the winter months it gets particularly dry. So this really helps just restore any damage. It gives your hair that moisture and shine and makes it a little bit stronger, especially for right when you get out of the shower when your hair is damp. It's really prone to breakage. So I do like this spray as well. And then typically I will put an oil in my hair along, not on my whole head, but kind of in the middle to the ends. I use this Quai Hair Oil. I've been using this for a long time. You can see it's almost gone. I like this because, like I was saying, I have pretty dry hair all year round, but particularly this time of year my hair gets even drier. So I always, for me, like to put in a hair oil. Something else that I know people talk about all the time is I only wash my hair once or twice a week, depending on how oily I feel like it's getting. But I do feel like that helps your hair. For me, the more I do to my hair, the worse I think it looks. So I try to do as little as possible and only actually like style my hair once a week. And then I just let it be until I wash it again and start all over. But to brush my hair out when I get out of the shower, I have this brush. I got it from Ulta. I can't even think of the brand name now. I will put it in the description box. I'll go online and see if I can find it. But it's really soft and good for brushing your hair when it's wet. It's made for wet hair. It's kind of like a wet brush. I use this when I apply my sprays and my oil to kind of evenly distribute it and then brush it out when it's wet. And then to dry my hair, I have been using the same blow dryer forever. This is the, I think it's called the Buttercup hair dryer from Drybar. I've had this for a few years, and this is the only hair dryer I've used in a very long time. I do really like it. I have kind of been considering trying out that Revlon hair styler, the brush dryer, like 2-in-1. Let me know if you've tried that. I've never tried it, but I am kind of curious about it. I will typically blow dry my hair with that, and I use this big round brush. I'll put this brush in the description box as well. This also came from Ulta. It's a really, really large round brush. I use this because I like really loose kind of bounciness to my hair. And I have a lot of hair, so I need a big brush. I joke all the time, I have enough hair for 3 people, really. And so when I blow it dry, I have to have a big brush, so I typically will use this. I also always take my showers and wash my hair at night. So typically what I'll do is wash my hair, put in my products, and then I try to let my hair air dry for as long as possible before I blow it dry with the hair dryer. Maybe that makes no difference, but I feel like it's a little less damaging to your hair if you let it air dry, or a little bit if you can. So I do try to do that, and then I blow it dry with my hair dryer. I will either the next day straighten it or curl it. I used to use hot rollers. When I was younger, I used like the traditional hot rollers because I always wore my hair curly pretty much, because my hair likes to be curly more than it likes to be straight. So I have to work a lot more to straighten it than I do to curl it, because my hair kind of naturally has a little bit of wave to it. So we're gonna curl it today, and we're gonna use this curling wand. This is by the brand BaByliss Pro, and I believe it's an 1.5" curling iron. So this is what I use. I really like this. I like it because it has obviously the 1.5" barrel, so you get really loose waves. I do not like ringlet curls, and my hair loves to curl, so if you curl it with a smaller wand, it will get like Shirley Temple ringlet curls, and I do not like that on myself. So we're gonna go ahead and curl my hair, and I'm gonna show you how I do it. It's really easy. Okay, so the first thing I do is just take a hairbrush and brush my hair out to get any of the... Belle keeps getting up here, so clearly really wants to be in this video. So you'll probably see her tail go by. So I brush my hair out. So when I curl my hair, I have to section it off into multiple parts because I have so much hair. You may not be able to tell on camera, but I'm not kidding you. I have enough to share with other people. And sometimes I really wish that I could, because I know you always want what you can't have, but I sometimes really do wish that I could just give some of my hair to someone, because I like having thick hair, but I don't because it takes forever to style and it's a pain in the butt sometimes. But anyway, so I will section it off. I use these little hair clips. This one's from Sephora, but you can get these at TJ Maxx, Marshalls, wherever. And so I start with a big 2 sections here. And so I usually start on my left side and brush it through again. And I start with, so I zoomed in a little so you can see. I start out with about this much. So I guess, I don't know, I guess it's like 1 inch or so. I make sure the clamp is facing outward. I start not at the very top, but kind of towards the top. Curl it inward, push my clamp button, curl it, push the clamp button, curl it. I feel like you kind of, and I leave it for like 5 seconds and then let it go. So I feel like this is, the curling kind of motion is one of those things that once you do it over and over and over, you kind of get it, and you can kind of do it without thinking. So again, make sure my clamp is facing out, curl, open the clamp, pull it through, curl, open, pull it through, and let it sit. So I know some people alternate the way they like curl. I don't do that. I don't know why I don't. I just don't. I always do it this way. But I know some people like more of like a, like, so the curls are different, so they change directions. I don't know. I've just never done that. Belle wants to say hi. Belle, I'm trying to curl my hair, babe. Belle. Belle. Come here. You want to say hello? This is my child, Belle. She's my baby. She's being a little camera shy. You want to say hi? Yeah. I know you all have seen Cosmo before, but this is Belle. She is so sweet, and she loves to climb up on the table when I'm filming these videos. So if you see her tail, she just loves to be in this room with me. So here's my hair, this one little section. So after I've curled it all, I will kind of brush my hands or brush my fingers through it, because like I said, I do not like tight curls. I like everything really loose, and so I usually will let it set for a second and then brush my fingers through it. So we're gonna do the same thing on this side. I actually, a long time ago, used to use the Beach Waver by Sarah Potempa. She's a celebrity hairstylist. I used that for quite a while, and I did really like that. I quit using it because the barrel on that, or on the one I had at least, was, I think it was an inch barrel, and the curls were not as loose as I wanted them to be. So I quit using that, and that's when I got this one. And I really like the BaByliss brand. I actually use the BaByliss straightener for my hair too, and I really like that as well. So again, we have our barrel facing outwards. I'm gonna clamp it kind of towards the top, but not all the way. Curl it, open it up, curl it, open it up, curl it, and let it sit. And then let it out. So it's just, once you figure out like the motion of curling your hair, it's one of those things that I feel like I could do this pretty quickly, just because I've done it so many times that I don't really have to think about it. I can just kind of do it. But when you're first learning, it does take a little while to kind of get the motion down, but once you do, you can do it pretty quick. Okay, so I just kind of brush it out. So see how they're just very loose? So that's just one layer. I still have all this hair. So I will usually bring down some more, clip it back up, and then I try to pull the part I've already done kind of behind my shoulders back here so it doesn't get mixed in, because like I said, I have a lot of hair. So I hope this is helpful. I've had a few people ask for this video, so if you're not interested in hair and you only want makeup, I'm sorry. I just wanted to do this since I've had a few people ask. And I like hair products. Like, I like to try new hair stuff and that kind of thing, but I don't have the same love for hair that I have for makeup. So it's not something that I see myself doing a ton here on my channel, but every now and then I don't mind throwing a hair video in here if you guys like it. Alright, so we're done with that section. So hopefully you got the kind of the idea and the motion of how I do it. So I'm gonna speed up the rest of it until I get to like the top parts, and then I'll kind of explain a little bit of what I do for that. But that's the basic motion. I do the same thing all over my head really, except for when I get to the very top layer, these little pieces in the front. I guess I do those a little bit differently, but I'll show you that when I get to it. So I'm gonna go ahead and speed this up. So now I'm on to really the last two sections, which this is kind of the most difficult part. So my hair parts naturally to the right side. So I will usually do this part separately, and then I'll do this last little part over here separately. So I just clip that part back. I know that looks super, super cute, but okay. So I will take what's left on this side, and this part of my hair also it's a lot more coarse in texture than like the under layers of my hair. I don't really know why, but it is. So these need a little more work than the rest of my hair. So I curl most of these pieces the same way. I do try to not leave them in there that long because these pieces are kind of drier. And I don't know, I guess it's because these pieces have been styled a lot. But I do the same thing. I try to take a little bit of smaller sections with these pieces too. And I don't leave them in very long. And then for like this front piece right here, I do the same thing, but I literally I start a little further down, I guess, and basically curl it and pull it through once and let it go, and that's it. So it kind of drapes a little bit more and then curls right in the front. So then we're gonna take the last two chunks. So obviously, if you do not have as much hair as me, you definitely would not. Obviously, if you do not have as much hair as me, you would not need to section it off this many times. But I have a lot of hair. I have a ton of hair. Okay. And then have this last little piece that's kind of in the back. I kind of have a little bit of a cowlick back there. So this part of my hair is kind of hard to curl, but I know it's hard to see in the frame. So I basically just brush through it. I usually do it in two sections. Brush through it again. Still point my clamp outward and curl these the same way. And let it go. I do have long layers in my hair as well, so some of these pieces are a little bit shorter than the others. And honestly, I don't love layers in my hair because I have pretty thick, coarse hair, but I have so much that if I don't put any layers in it, then my hair is huge and I just feel like I can never get it to look the way I want it to. So I usually will just do long layers. So now that I've curled the whole thing, I'll just kind of brush my hands through it. And again, you don't have to do this. You could definitely just put some hairspray in and leave it the way it looks after you're finished curling. I do this because I don't like a super defined curl. I like very loose, effortless looking waves. And typically this will last me a few days. Obviously, as I brush my hair out and sleep on it and stuff, the curls do kind of fall out and get even more loose, but I don't mind that. I love that look. This is pretty much how I will do my hair, and then I basically just leave it like this until I wash it again and I start all over. Sometimes, like recently, you've probably seen in some of my videos, I've been wearing my hair straight, but my classic kind of my hair look is this, very loose and beachy kind of waves. That's pretty much all I do. That's how I curl my hair. I'll put all the products that I didn't know the names of or anything in the description box so you can easily search them and find it if you're interested. And if you're looking for a good curling iron, I do really like this BaByliss one. I can't remember how much I paid for this. I'll put it up on the screen. I want to say it was like $40 or $50. Hopefully this was helpful. Let me know if you have any questions in the comments below and I'll be happy to answer them. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you if you requested this video. I hope you liked it. Please make sure you're subscribed to my channel so you don't miss out on any of my future videos, and make sure to give this video a thumbs up if you liked it. I will see you guys in my next video. Remember, simply be you, and I'll see you next time. Bye.